What's up, everybody? It's another awesome day to be in FLA. In today's adventure, we're at one of our favorite beach towns in all of Florida. Where are we at?
Cocoa Beach.
We just got into town a few minutes ago, and of course our first stop had to be Nolan's Irish Pub. Because our only son's name is Nolan, and we just met the proprietor, Johnny Nolan himself.
Yep.
And actually our son's name is John Nolan too. So very, very awesome dude. He gave us a couple of stickers, and then what do we do?
So Michael had to start the day with a pint of Guinness, of course.
This is true. Yep. The perfect pint, right?
Perfect pint at Nolan's Irish Pub.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have you decided on your lunch?
There we go.
And then we had some lunch because we just drove in. We literally stopped here before we even got over to the coast and to our hotel. I had the Reuben sandwich.
Yep.
Very good. You know, I like a good Reuben. Always on the look for the best Reuben.
Absolutely. Yep.
Their fries are really crunchy, so that was good. And what did you have for lunch?
I had the fish and chips. So the Atlantic cod.
Yep.
And it was nice and flaky. Of course, I had to drench it in vinegar, right?
That's
malt
right.
vinegar.
So his fries were not as crispy as mine because he drenched them in vinegar as well.
But they were good. But what was also neat was you could have had a side of slaw or mushy peas, Irish mushy peas, and that's what I got as my side item. So really beautiful inside. It's very dark. It is a traditional Irish pub. I did film some of the B-roll, which will drop on top of us talking right now. They are playing music in there too, so I don't want to get a copyright strike. But if you're ever in Cocoa Beach, you need to stop by. Not only is the owner awesome, not only is the wait staff awesome. Mary, thank you so much for a great day today. Another awesome thing about Nolan's is this is where all the astronauts hang out.
Yes, so we are very close to Kennedy Space Center, and we are hoping to see a rocket launch tomorrow morning. We'll see if we get up that early.
I think it's 7:01 a.m., but our hotel is right on the beach, so we should be able to just walk out and hopefully have a great unobstructed view of this.
That's right, perfect view. This is, Cocoa Beach is on what is called the Space Coast. It's very close to Port Canaveral as well, so if you're coming in for a cruise, it's a great place to stay the night before or maybe the night after your cruise. It's also a pretty easy day trip from almost anywhere in Central Florida.
Yeah, I mean, if you took the turnpike, you could get here in about an hour and a half. We like to take the back roads and go slow and steady when we can. So taking the back roads probably took us about 2.5 to 2 hours and 45 minutes, but a very, very nice drive, except for that one little town that had like 100 red lights. So we're gonna try to find a different route on our way back, right?
Yes.
All right, so after we had a great lunch, what do we do next?
So if you eat at Nolan's, you get 10% off at their Celtic gift store next door. So whole nother shop, and his wife runs it. Yep. And they are from Ireland.
Really? Yep.
And so they bring all their favorites in, and things are handmade in Ireland, and you can get all your favorite goodies from Ireland. I got some berries, Irish breakfast tea.
There you go.
And then I got some bath salts that are from the seaweed and sea minerals and from County Cork.
That's where my family is from. And by the way, it's kind of a good little segue.
Yes.
We have never ever been to Ireland. It's always been on our bucket list. So let's go ahead and make that big announcement.
We are going to do a group trip to Ireland in fall of 2026. So put it on your calendars. Details will be coming soon, but it's a bucket list of ours, and we thought it might be a bucket list for other people. And what better way to do it than with an awesome group headed over to Ireland and Scotland together.
So if you haven't done so by now, go check out our website at michaelandtiffany.com. There's a form there you can fill out to be notified of any of our future group meetups, future group cruises, awesome bucket list trips like Ireland, and then we have a newsletter that Tiffany puts out once or twice a month as well too, right?
Yep.
All right, so I think we need to turn on the AC in the car and then head on down the road. Our next stop is going to be our beachfront hotel. Hangry Joe's Hot Chicken. It's different now. It used to be the like burrito place. It was so good last time I was here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool. Right here?
Yeah, thank you.
So welcome to the Hilton Garden Inn, Cocoa Beach. We just checked in using the Hilton app on our phone. Didn't even have to stop by the desk. We're in room number 506, right there where you see that red dot. And wait till you see the view from our balcony here in just a second. But we'll give you a quick 10-cent tour. As soon as you step into the room, immediately to your right, you have this kind of little closet-ette. It doesn't have doors on it, but gives you a place to hang your clothes right there. And this little cabinet right there, you have a iron and ironing board. And off to our left over there, you get a little bit of storage space. You have a traditional hotel safe. And then you have a few drawers down there. And then over here to the left is the bathroom. Pretty neat sink there. And then we'll step into the bedroom / living area. One king size bed over here. Got a lot of space over here to the left side of the bed. Got a built-in desk and table combination. Great place to work. On this side over here, get the traditional coffee maker. Got a little microwave, and let's see. Do we have a refrigerator? Yes, we do. Alrighty then. A lot of space in this room. You've got these little shelves built into the wall on either side of the bed. This side does not have USB plugs. Oh yeah, it does. They're just right behind that lamp back there. So we cranked down the AC immediately. We got in here. The room was set on like 74 degrees. The lowest we could crank it down to is 66 degrees. And it's already cooling off pretty nice. So where's Tiffany at? I think she's out here hanging out on the balcony. Let's say hello. Check it out. There's Tiffany.
Hi.
What you looking at?
The ocean.
Check out this view from our balcony. Welcome to Cocoa Beach. They call this a partial ocean view. There's nothing partial about this view, is there?
No, it's a partial ocean audio.
Okay.
Because you hear the air conditioners running.
That's true. You do have those big, ginormous. There's those AC units down there. And we have our little private boardwalk over there to walk directly to the beach. So, not too shabby, honey.
No. I don't even need my fan.
Nice. A great way to kick off our mini staycation, right?
Yes.
Good morning. It's a few minutes before 9 a.m. on day 2 of our Cocoa Beach adventure. Super excited because there's supposed to be a rocket launch at 10 a.m. And no, this is not our hotel. This is the Hilton, the real Hilton. We're staying in the Hilton Garden Inn, which is only about 3/10 of a mile down the road. I've been awake since about 5:30 a.m. and yes, I am wearing the exact same clothes since yesterday because I got up, went downstairs to get coffee. They didn't have any coffee and they don't have EV charging there. So I called up the Hilton here and they are very nice, very gracious. Since we're, you know, Diamond members, I said, hey, is there any way I can bring my car over here and charge it up? And they said, come on down. They don't have free coffee here either, but I did stop by Starbucks and got me a big old tall, just regular coffee, get some caffeine in me here. So let me flip the camera around and we're gonna step back inside and refill our coffee cup. And then we're going to take a nice leisurely stroll down the beach here, back over to the Hilton Garden Inn, because from our balcony, we can see Cape Canaveral. So hopefully the rocket launch will go off as scheduled at 10 a.m. Let's do it. So this Hilton only has 2 EV charging spots. And you can see this F-150 Lightning got one of the spots. I got the other spot. It's going to take about 4 or 5 hours to charge our car back up to 100%. So let's go step back inside the Hilton here and refill our coffee. And then we'll come down here and give you a peek of the backside of their property. They have an awesome tiki bar over here that we've been to many times. They have a great restaurant. So maybe we'll come back over here for lunch or dinner one day this week. And then we'll give you a great view of the ocean. So if you like the beach, you like rocket launches, then I highly recommend this Hilton or the Hilton Garden Inn, just right down the road. All right, let's get some more coffee. Coffee refill, check. They say no coolers or outside food and beverage permitted on the pool deck. So welcome to Longboard's Tiki Beach Grill. So you can see it's empty, nothing's going on this morning, but later on this afternoon, this tiki bar will be full. All these tables will be full, and for dinner, this will definitely be full. This is an awesome place just to come hang out, chill out. Got direct access to the beach back here. But you can see there is the pool over there. Got a little splash pad. Looks like you can do rentals over here if you want to. Oh wow, you can actually take surf lessons as well too. So you can go to surf school. You can book it and pay it right here. So you want to learn how to surf? There's all the pricing info for you. And if you want to rent, you know, a beach lounge chair, umbrella, cabana, any other kind of stuff, there's all that information as well too. So some showers to rinse off when you get back from the beach. And then they also have another tiki bar that's not open right now called Castaway Beach Bar. So once the Tesla charges up to 100%, I'll stroll back down here and maybe have a beverage and some lunch. Also going to check out our hotel to see what type of food and beverage they have there. So the Castaway Beach Bar Tiki Hut is not open this morning, but you better believe when it opens up later on this afternoon that this place will be packed. You've got all the bar seating around the Tiki Hut there, and you also have a couple of picnic tables down here in the sand with the umbrellas. But as we pan the camera around this direction, off in the distance over there, there is your first glimpse of Cape Canaveral. And you can see the rocket there on the launch pad. So let's make our way down here. Very, very short stroll to get to the beach. And then we're gonna hang a left. And our hotel is only about 3/10 of the mile to the left down there. So if you're staying here at Hilton, you can rent the lounge chairs, the umbrellas, the cabanas. There's all the pricing info. And there is the little setup over there off to the left. So not too many people out here on the beach this morning, but wow, what a beautiful and awesome day. The ocean and beautiful beaches like this are definitely our happy place in good times and bad. But whenever life starts to seem a little crazy, a little chaotic, it's good to get back to the ocean. Kind of rest, reset, rejuvenate. So we're really going to enjoy this over the next couple of days. All right, so just to get your bearings and a sense of direction, there is the Hilton where we just left the car to charge up and got our coffee. So you have another hotel right there beside it. Then you have these two matching buildings right there. I don't know if they're hotels or condos. Looks like it's probably a little condominium complex there. And then you see that shorter building right there in between the two taller buildings. That is the Hilton Garden Inn. So again, it's a very, very short drive by car and a very short, leisurely, and awesome walk down by the beach. Let's walk down here and stick our toes in the water before we go back up to the room. So welcome back to the Hilton Garden Inn, and they do have a restaurant and pool bar. And I think this is the path back to the hotel. And it looks like the Hilton Garden Inn also offers beach rentals. Let's see what the pricing is here. There you go, you can pause the video for the pricing. And they also offer surf lessons. So if you've ever wanted to learn how to surf, there you go. All right, got a little bit of a meandering path back to these sand dunes. So Tiffany and I, we've stayed at this Hilton Garden a couple of times. We've stayed at Hilton down the beach, and there's also a DoubleTree down the other direction on the beach that we've stayed at as well. The last time we were here, we stayed in that top room right there on the left-hand side of the screen, which gave you great views, and they are direct ocean front. But the problem is they offer no shade whatsoever. So this time we opted for the partial ocean view, which is just on the other side where they're doing construction. So we're on the 5th floor up there. Let me rinse off my feet and then we'll go inside. So we're back on our balcony, and off in the distance over there, that is the Banana River. And as we pan around in this direction right here, you can see, even though they call this a partial ocean view, there's nothing partial about this. We have a great direct view of the ocean, and also Cape Canaveral off in the distance over there. So it's a little after 10 a.m. and unfortunately they did scrub the rocket launch for today. But the good news is they do have a brief window that opens up tomorrow morning. And so hopefully they'll get the rocket launch tomorrow. So bad news, good news, good news. The bad news is, unfortunately, they had to scrub today's rocket launch. The good news is they're going to attempt to launch tomorrow morning. They have about a 25-minute window starting at 9:40 a.m. So that's good news number one. The second good news is we're not checking out for a couple of days, so we'll be right here on this balcony, and hopefully we'll have a much more successful launch day tomorrow morning. All right, it's a beautiful and awesome sunny day on the beach right now. So I think I'm gonna go down there and enjoy the beach. So unfortunately, the weather did not cooperate yesterday for a rocket launch, so they scrubbed yesterday's launch and rescheduled it for this morning around 9 a.m. And the countdown clock was going on all the way up until lunchtime, but earlier this morning, there was zero visibility out here. The weather was a little iffy, so they unfortunately did scrub today's launch and have now rescheduled it for tomorrow morning. So I don't know if we're going to hang around and pay for another night of a hotel room to watch the rocket launch. We're going to debate that. It's checkout time here pretty soon, so I got about 30 minutes to make up my mind if we're going to stay one more night or not. But if we do decide to check out, I'll get up tomorrow morning when we get back to the villages, get back to the bubble, and we can actually see it and film it from our home if the weather cooperates. So if you've never been to Cocoa Beach, you need to put this on your road trip bucket list. Especially if you live in Central Florida, it's a very, very easy drive, about an hour and a half by the turnpike, or you can take the back roads like we do, and it'll take you somewhere between 2.5 to 3 hours to get down here. All right, I'm gonna go talk to Tiffany. We're gonna see if we're gonna stay another night or not. If we don't, this might be the very, very end of the vlog. If you haven't done so by now, smash the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe and notification bell so you never miss any of our videos. Drop us a comment below, and then do us a huge favor. Share this video and our channel with other awesome people that are looking for fun and positive content. Hope you have an awesome rest of your week, and we will see you in the next video.